Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we're going to take a look at Launch and her Extreme Z Awakening in DBZ Dokkan Battle. We're going to take a look at just how good she is at a rainbow level. Now Launch is a very interesting character. She's one of those characters that instantaneously transforms upon entering the battle. So her base form, her blue head form, instantly switches immediately. And you get Launch with blonde hair, which is interesting. I think they don't use this enough. I think they could use this mechanic quite a bit to save on, to introduce new cards, etc. So I think it's quite important. But with her Easy A, she is a PHY Gal's lead of 130%. Her super attack effect is greatly raising defense for one turn, causing supreme damage to the enemy and greatly lowering attack and defense. Very nice for SPR and ESPR and some other hard events like the Mortal Will Divine Wrath event. Attack and defense of 150%, launches 2 additional attacks, each of which has a high chance of becoming a super attack. She has Key +3 plus an additional attack and defense of 120% and a high chance of performing a critical hit for 7 turns from the start of turn. She has an additional attack of 100% and seals the attack enemy super attack when there's another PHY Gal's category ally attacking in the same turn. And she has an additional chance of performing a critical hit of +30% when the target's super attack is sealed. So she has a high chance of critting for the first 7 turns. She's got built-in additionals, 2 of them, so I kind of like the additional build on her. Most times you're going to find yourself using her for SPR and ESPR. So her having the ability to seal the opposition and then follow up with multiple attacks that will deal critical hit chance, I think is pretty important. Her also having that additional super does raise her defense quite substantially. She's sitting about 180k defense. 1, 2, 3, 4 super attacks is pretty clutch for her. It can make her defense pretty much over 400k, which is quite good. Whereas if you sit her in a situation where you get only 1 super or so, she's kind of around the 250-ish mark, 240k mark. It's not necessarily as good, so definitely would suggest to players consider going the additional route. I think in most situations either you'll use her during the 7 turns, so like SPR or ESPR, or you'll be able to seal the opposition, or most times as well you probably won't want to take her if the event is kind of lasting longer than 7 turns, because without her 7-turn attack and defense buff, she's also just not realistically super duper strong. She's not, doing a lot of hard work with that 7-turn buff, without that 7-turn buff. So it is something I would like to point out. I don't think it's a major train smash, but it is something that I do think, it's important to consider. Overall, she's pretty good on PHY Gal, she's pretty good on DB Saga. Her link set's definitely more pressed towards the DB Saga team. Things like Guidance of Dragon Ball's Incredible Adventure. But she does have Shattering the Limit, Battlefield Diva, Metamorphosis, and these kind of accompany her on the PHY Gal's team. She's not too restricted either. She only needs 1 other PHY Gal's category unit attacking in the same turn. And this is nice. It gives her a nice boost in terms of attack and obviously the crit hit and the additional ability to seal. But it's not too difficult to fulfill, so it's not like needing a whole team of PHY Gal's units or DB Saga units or something. You just need the 1, and if you're running Launch in anything, you're probably running her alongside a Balma or some other PHY Gal's unit anyway, because you want to access Battlefield Diva and some of those other links. So overall, she's a very good option for SPR and ESPR. Much like Oceana Shenron, I think they just doubled down on her ability to perform well in those bits of content, more so than trying to expand her beyond that content range. I think that just kind of, for me, is just straightforward. Basically, I think at the end of the day, it's a very simple process. I think she's quite solid when it comes to SPR and ESPR. And I think for me, that's where she thrives. You don't need to try and use her in other content. She can be there. She can be a solid floating option if she gets off a couple additional supers. in case you're doing a speed run of an event. She can do some decent-ish damage as well, you know. She still has the ability to fire 3 supers, all with a 50% crit chance for 7 turns anyway. So there is some capacity for her to be a floating damage dealer if you are trying to maybe speedrun some kind of event or use her there. But I just think in the long run, her capabilities lie in shorter form content where her debuffs can apply, her ceiling can apply, her greatly lowering can apply, and she can get full benefit. But yeah, that's basically going to be it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care, stay safe, and bye.